Okay, so let's get another video talk about MySpace again because potentially with this potential comeback, of course. Then I want to show you guys what MySpace looks like now because it does MySpace exist? The name does. Does the MySpace old social media still exist? No. So according to Wikipedia right here, as MySpace was a huge social media. Basically 05 09 was the largest one, which is crazy. Then about 08, oh, yep, Facebook took MySpace. Yep, that makes sense. Yep. And 2009, basically, slowly but surely, Facebook basically took over MySpace, basically. So, yeah, which makes sense. Uh, so 2009, MySpace implemented a site redesign as a way to get users back. However, this may have backfired as users generally disliked tweaks and changes on Facebook. March 2011, Facebook, market research figures released by ComScore suggested that MySpace had lost 10 million users, holy shit, between January and February 2011. Jesus, that's a lot. That's a lot of people to lose in like a month. Holy shit. Has fallen from 95 million to 63 million unique users in the previous 12 months. MySpace registered its sharpest audience declines in February 2011, as traffic fell 44% from a yearly to 37.7 million U.S. visitors. Advertisers were reported as unwilling to commit to long-term deals with the site. 2011, MySpace announced in an email to label partners and press that it had been acquired by specific media for an undisclosed sum, which was rumored to be as low as $35 million. CNN reported that the site sold for $35 million and noted that it was far less than 580 million News Corp paid for MySpace back in 2005. Murdoch went to call MySpace a purchase a huge mistake, and Time Magazine compared it to the Time Warner's 2000 purchase of AOL, which saw a conglomerate trying to stay ahead of its competition. Many former executives have gone on to further success after departing MySpace. So, we get to kind of like what is like now like present day now. 2016, February 11th, 2016, it was announced that MySpace and its parent company had been bought by Time Inc. On January 31st, 2018, Time Inc. was in turn purchased by Meredith Corporation, who went on to sell a number of Time Inc. assets, including as it announced on November 4th, 2019, selling its equity to Viance, the parent company of Specific Media, back to Viance Technology Holding Inc. in May 2016. Data for almost 360 million MySpace accounts were offered on the Real Deal dark market website. Which included emails, usernames, and weekly encrypted passwords. Oh, yeah, that's probably not a good thing. I kind of get it. It was dead, but why though? Like, why would you do that? Like, why? Why would you do that? That makes no sense. I'm sure you can find a way to delete the account. Why did you have to do that? Anyway, uh, SHA-1 hashes of the first 10 characters of the password was converted to lowercase and stored it without a cryptic size. Without a cryptic salt, the exact data breach date is unknown, but the analysis of the data suggests it was exposed in 8 years before it be made public, around May 2008 to early 2009. So, 2019. So since 2019, in March 2019, MySpace lost all content before 2016 after a faulty server migration. The term of servers of MySpace have not been changed by Viant. The privacy policy was revised on June 24th, 2024. As of October 5th, 2024, MySpace was placed in a read-only mode. Most images on the site are broken, and existing songs also cannot be played. As of 2016, most MySpace articles are spin news reports in 2016 interview. Van Hook brothers say they lost over $150 million during their ownership of MySpace, but have kept their brand for potential future relaunch, which is what they're talking about right now. So yeah, I will see what that happens. But let's take a look at what MySpace looks like now. Um, obviously. So if you type in MySpace on Google, you still have like the first thing that shows up MySpace.com still shows up obviously, but it looks like this. It yeah. To compare to what it was back then. Um, let's go to let's type in social media. Yeah, social media. Yeah. Um, let's do customization actually. Obviously, completely different. Obviously, yeah. Back then, MySpace, MySpace today. As you see, it's more like a news network now. More like a lot of artists here, of course. Ariana Grande. Don't know many. Oh, Freddie Mercury. Damn, Freddie Mercury's on there. Okay, yes. It's more like a news site now, which you click one. Hopefully, I don't get copyrighted on music. Just in case. I don't know if it has any music playing, but just in case I get copyrighted, I don't want to get copyrighted. So yeah. It's more like a news. It's probably like a news site now, which does kind of suck. Look at Ariana Grande. See what she has. And so yeah, this is MySpace today. I'll take a while to load up. Let's take a look. So let's do that. No. Oh, maybe yeah. So as you can tell, it's the first one is the Ariana Grande. There we go. So yeah, as you can tell, it's more like a news site now than a social media site that it was back then. But they are planning on bringing it back. We'll still see what happens. Of course, it is still really early. Of course, it's still early. But they've tried this before. They've tried to bring MySpace back before. Didn't work too well, of course. So let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. So a short video, apologize, but yeah, this is MySpace today. Obviously, completely different than what it is today. Obviously, so yeah. That's what it. And I'll see you guys later.